right into round 3. Van Dijk's had some tough competition in her round 4 matchups to kick off the year. She had a close battle with Stephanie Gilmore on the Gold Coast, a tough one to Tyler Wright. All the time, lose sleep over it.
Yeah, so you can only imagine what drives these competitors. Let's have a look at this. It drives them to the point of putting your body on the line. You look at Nikki, she's taking off underneath not only Tyler, but the lip itself. Talk about commitment right there. That is crazy stuff. You know, that's a solid wave too, by the way, Joe. That wave will thrash you around underneath. The reef's not that far from you as well. Boards flying everywhere. There's fins, there's the nose. It's like a lethal weapon when that thing gets going. Total commitment right there from both surfers. Someone can beat you with 2 5s. So it's it's pretty much all over, Red Rover. So you got to stay away from that.
Watching this wave now, this is Bronte Macaulay, local surfer from Gracetown, now just kicking out.
Carissa's only starting. She's still a young lady, and she hasn't even really hit her straps yet and come into her own. Steph Gilmore in the prime of her life. So it's going to be crazy.
While we were away, Potts, Johanne Defay finally got a start.
Yeah, I think Joanne's going to love it out here. She likes these kind of big open water waves. She's got that real low center of gravity. She likes those big swooping turns. I think this kind of waves really suits Johanne's kind of surfing. And she's proven that she's got that innovation that's she's starting to show us. And Johanne, right here, right now, big sets coming through. Bronte Macaulay with that first priority.
Now a nice easy takeoff from the surfer from Western Australia. Nice clean backhand carve. Holding that bottom turn. And just a little fade back into the pocket. Now it's starting to open up. So sneak in a quick turn, a little 2 for 1, keeping that high line. Running out of room, but the local knows when to kick out. Here's Gilmore. Fading cutback. She's already into the tail end of her ride. Front side cutty. Here comes the closeout section. She knows she didn't really have a ton of space to pull it off.
But not quite the wind that she's looking for. Let's have a look at this wave here from Steph. Second wave of the set. So finds a bit of clean open face. There's that trademark turn from Steph. You can see how bumpy it is. Hard to set that rail. Now she starts coming in through that inside now. It's that commitment. Johanne Defay out the back.
Johanne Defay already had the 517. This is her second scoring ride in the making. Nice big forehand hook. Extends that high line. Little layback wrap off the top. And now there's that quick cutty once again. She might be able to fit in one more major. And hammers the inside corner.
Wow. Talk about milking that one to the end. See, the first couple of paddles that Johanne did were quite shallow ones. Normally you dig deep when you paddle. Johanne sort of just using the hands almost because there was not a lot of water right there. Nice opening turn. Watch this layback here. Watch this little bit of difference. Jams it and then gives it that extra little bit at the end. So showing the variety. Told you, Johanne surfs tricky waves really well. And nothing comes trickier. Beautiful finish right there. Commitment plus. There's about a couple of inches of water. Nice. Beautiful takeoff. Opening turn is so important out here. If you connect nicely with that opening turn, it puts you in really good rhythm for the rest. Best turn of the on the wave right here. Look at that. Just holds the rail and then jams those fins into the face. Johanne Defay on her way to another good score. 517 on her opening ride. Steph Gilmore with a 3.67. Beautiful finish right there from Johanne. Now you can see her looking, how do I get out of this thing?
Under pressure. Let her earn that Rookie of the Year honor. And now Bronte Macaulay setting up the backhand weapon. Ton of speed. Beautiful looking wall. Gets that first turn nice and solid off the top. A heavy bottom turn. Beautiful flow. We'll just reset off the lip. Now a big section. She connects again. Local surfer, the injury replacement wild card, has been rattling the cages of the top 17 in the last 2 events.
Oh man, it takes such commitment. We've seen a lot of the ladies actually fall short on the little ledge. I mean, Courtney Collog's had her go there, Coco Ho, Tyler Wright, they all have stories about that ledge.
You know, she's, as I said, surfing against the world's best, and what is she doing? She's taken the lead with a 683. Beautiful turn right there, connecting nicely. I love the bottom turn. Look how long she holds that rail for. Nice, clean, precise surfing from Bronte. This is what you got to do. And then a bit of radical end right there to this wave. She's not done yet, just showing that she's not scared to dry dock herself, kicking out of that wave. Dad's got to be pretty happy with that. 6.83, a 5.83.
Now Macaulay is trying to send a 6-time world champ into the second round. Something Gilmore's had to deal with at every stop of the season so far. Here's Macaulay. Set up turn, but she comes out of it with a lot of momentum. Drives through a big, solid closeout hack, and she'll finish. Next wave will set up for Defay. Getting some board speed. Feeling her way through that first section. Trying to punch out the finish. Trying to stretch out her turns a bit. Defay will step off.
Started with a 0.5 point on her first wave, then dropped to 5.83. Now she's dropped to 6.83. This is the wave. Let's have a look. Watch the bottom turn. Sets it up nicely. Jams it off the top and drives down the face of the wave. Beautiful surfing right there. Perfect timing. 2 solid, clean maneuvers. A little bit more pizzazz. Let's have a look at Johanne's wave in comparison. Double pump off the bottom. Kind of got a little bit out of shape right there. And then jams it on that inside. So maybe a little bit more radical on the last maneuver, but I thought Bronte's opening turn was definitely better.
What Mick Fanning's been doing, and she said it feels good to be this fit. She said she's the fittest she's ever been in her career, as Macaulay is continuing her streak of putting pressure on the world's best once again as an injury replacement wild card. Now it's Gilmore's turn. Running out of time. She's in a combination spot, so she might not have room to find another wave. Minute 14 to go. It's churned up on the beach. You're seeing the frustration out of Gilmore. And now we've got Bronte Macaulay on a wave with priority Defay trying to get out of the way with a minute to go.
With what colour's got first, second or third priority. So you've got to be really careful with that.
Let's see what happened here on this last takeoff.
Oh, it kind of looked like Johanne thought that Bronte had wiped out. Wow.
And we're getting the call from the head judge. It isn't interference. Johanne Defay on Bronte Macaulay, and that'll just make it official. Macaulay upsetting the top 17 once again, and she'll move straight to round 3, sends Defay and Gilmore into round 2. An incredible takeoff. She did completely disappear. You saw Defay look back thinking, okay, this is my chance. Turned around and she had a little surprise. Macaulay solid on her feet.
Yeah.
Pulls off a huge victory.